In today's news, President Dr. Moise designates Bordofino as part of Lamu Gang. Foreign Minister Dr. Khalil concludes official visit to Sri Lanka. And police recover over a kilo of drugs from parked motorcycle in Mali City.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News. I'm Yusuf bin Muhammad. President Dr. Mohamed Moise officially designates Bordofino as part of Lam Atoll GAN. The decision, made under Section 56-1A of the Decentralization Act, grants the President authority to determine the jurisdiction of city and island councils. The updated territorial chart of GAN has now been published in the Government Gazette. The move follows long-standing requests from the GAN Island Council to incorporate Bordofino, which is physically connected to GAN, into its jurisdiction. The island, previously leased to a private company in 2008, later came under government control, though no major development has taken place. The council had previously raised concerns over environmental damage on the island due to past construction activities. Residents have welcomed the decision, expressing hope that the change will lead to better development and governance of Bordofino under the administration of GAN. The Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Maldives, Dr. Abdullah Khalil, successfully concludes his official visit to Sri Lanka, which took place from 18 to 21st February at the invitation of Sri Lanka's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and Tourism, Honorable M. Vijitha Herath. During his stay, the minister engaged in high-level discussions with Sri Lankan leaders, including President Honorable Anura Kumara Dissanayaka and Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Harini Amarasuriya. He conveyed warm greetings from the President of the Maldives, Dr. Mohamed Moise, and the Maldivian people, reaffirming the government's steadfast commitment to strengthening cooperation across multiple sectors. On behalf of President Dr. Moise, he also expressed profound appreciation for Sri Lanka's continued support of the Maldives' development initiatives. In his official discussions with Minister Herath, both foreign ministers explored avenues to deepen collaboration in key sectors, including trade, investment, the environment, and fisheries. Minister Dr. Khalil also engaged with private sector representatives and investors in Sri Lanka, highlighting investment opportunities in the Maldives and fostering potential partnerships. As part of his visit, the minister met with the Maldivian community residing in Sri Lanka, inquiring about their well-being and reaffirming the government's commitment to their welfare. He also visited the High Commission of the Maldives and the Maldivian Center in Sri Lanka, where he met with staff and emphasized the crucial role of the mission in assisting Maldivians residing in and traveling to Sri Lanka. Additionally, he held discussions with non-resident ambassadors and high commissioners accredited to the Maldives and based in Colombo. He outlined the government's strategic vision to transform the Maldives into a developed nation by 2040 and invited international partners to support this ambitious journey. Minister Dr. Khalil was accompanied by a high-level delegation, including Foreign Secretary Fatima Tinaya, High Commissioner of the Maldives to Sri Lanka Masood Imad, and Additional Secretary Aminat Abdullah Didi. The government has announced an improved distribution system for the Roda Hadia tuna can cases, following long queues at collection points in the Mali region. Minister of Cities, Local Government and Public Works, Adam Sharif Umar, reviewed the initial distribution process, where large crowds gathered at locations such as the MIFCO office compound and MTCC sawmill. In response to the overwhelming turnout, the ministry introduced a token-based system to streamline the process and reduce wait times. According to a press release issued by the ministry, distribution will now take place exclusively at night to avoid the daytime heat. The new collection hours are from 8 p.m. to midnight. The initiative aims to reach over 82,000 households nationwide, with each household receiving a case containing 48 easy open tuna cans, 180 grams each. The ministry has also expanded distribution points with token allocations as follows. MIFCO main building will receive 200 tokens, MTCC sawmill 200 tokens, Henware ground 100 tokens, Galal ground set up 1 to 4, 50 tokens each, Social center 100 tokens, Vilimale Vemco site 100 tokens, Hulumale Umar Zahir building 100 tokens, Hulumale Polko tower C block 100 tokens, Huruma Lehia Tower 10, 100 tokens, and Huruma Kamil Didi Preschool, 100 tokens. To prevent crowding, the ministry has launched an online token system, allowing residents to secure tokens for specific collection points on designated nights. Those who are unable to access the online system will receive in-person assistance from staff at distribution centers. To collect the tuna cases, individuals must present their national ID card and recent electricity bill. Each person may receive up to 3 cases, corresponding to a maximum of 3 electricity meters. The ministry will share the online token link this evening, ensuring a smoother and more organized distribution process. Minister Adam Sharif Umar expressed gratitude to both distribution staff and the public for their patience and cooperation. The Road Hadia distribution will continue until all eligible households have received their tuna cases. The Maldives Green Fund closed 2024 with a balance of 1.6 billion rupiah, according to data released by the Ministry of Finance and Planning.
This marks a significant increase from the 1.1 billion rupiah recorded at the beginning of the year, reflecting both substantial inflows and expenditures throughout the period. March 2024 saw the highest deposit into the Green Fund, with a total of 113.8 million rupiah collected. During the same month, expenditures amounted to 19.8 million rupiah, leaving a net balance of 93.9 million rupiah. Conversely, December recorded the highest level of expenditure with 172.4 million rupiah disbursed from the fund. While deposits from the month totaled 109.4 million rupiah, expenditure exceeded inflows, indicating increased spending towards environmental initiatives. In December alone, 109 million rupiah was collected, with the majority of contributions coming from resorts, which generated 95 million rupiah in tax revenue. Other key contributors included guest houses, with a contribution of 7.9 million rupiah, tourist hotels, with a contribution of 2.3 million rupiah, safari vessels, with a contribution of 3.6 million rupiah, and homestays, with a contribution of 38,025 rupiah. To further strengthen environmental funding, the government implemented revisions to the green tax rates effective from the 1st of January 2025. Under the amended Tourism Act, the tax structure has been adjusted as follows. Tourists staying at guest houses with fewer than 50 rooms are now required to pay $6 per person per night, up from the previous rate of $3. For guest houses with more than 50 rooms, the tax has increased from $6 to $12 per person per night. The government estimates that these revisions will generate an additional 963.6 million rupiah in green tax revenue in the next financial year. This increase is expected to contribute significantly to reducing the national budget deficit and supporting long-term environmental sustainability efforts. The green tax plays a crucial role in financing environmental initiatives across the Maldives. Levied on tourists staying at resorts, guest houses, city hotels, and safari vessels, the tax serves as a key funding source for conservation efforts and sustainable tourism development.
President Dr. Mohammed Moise conveys his congratulations to His Majesty King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud and His Royal Highness Crown Prince and Prime Minister Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud in honor of Saudi Arabia's founding day. In a message shared on his official X account, President Dr. Moise expressed his sincere blessings to the Saudi leadership and people, wishing the kingdom continued progress, prosperity, security, and stability. Observed annually on the 22nd of February, Founding Day commemorates the establishment of the first Saudi state in 1727 by Imam Muhammad bin Saud. The occasion serves as a tribute to the nation's deep-rooted history, resilience, and ongoing journey towards growth and development. We'll be back after a short break. Welcome back. Maldives signs agreement with China to export its products, aiming to expand Maldivian fisheries export market. The agreement was signed on behalf of NSIS Fisheries by General Manager Hussein Afif and by Chairman of Zhiguang Shou Beijing Commercial Management Company Limited. The signing ceremony was attended by the Ambassador of Maldives to China, Dr. Fazil Najib, and the Minister of State for Fisheries and Ocean Resources, Dr. Amzad Ahmad. This deal forms part of the China-Maldives Free Trade Agreement, which officially came into effect on 1st January 2025. Following the signing ceremony, Economic Minister Mohammed Said posted on X, highlighting the Maldivian government's commitment to promoting local products in the global market. In this regard, he credited President Dr. Mohamed Moise for delivering tangible economic benefits to the country and congratulated NSIS on this new trade venture. The Ministry of Fisheries and Ocean Resources further stated that NSIS products will also be available for online sales in China to enhance accessibility and consumer reach. The first shipment under this agreement is expected to be dispatched to China by mid-March. President Dr. Mohamed Moise extends greetings to the leaders and people of St. Lucia on the occasion of the country's Independence Day. In separate messages, the President conveyed his best wishes to Governor General Cyril E.M. Charles and Prime Minister Philippe Joseph Pierre, expressing hope for their good health and the continued prosperity of the nation. St. Lucia marks its Independence Day on the 22nd of February, commemorating its transition into an independent state in 1779. The Maldives Food and Drug Authority MFDA has been granted the power to take action against unauthorized food advertising following the implementation of new regulations under the Food Safety Act. The regulations published in the Government Gazette on February 20, 2025 outline the standards and requirements for food advertising in the Maldives. Under the new regulations, businesses must submit advertisements to the MFDA and obtain written approval before they can be published. Any unauthorized food advertising or alterations to previously approved advertisements are strictly prohibited. Additionally, advertisements that claim health benefits or suggest that a food product can treat or cure diseases are not allowed. Violating the advertising regulations is considered an offense, with penalties imposed based on the severity and frequency of violations. The first offense carries a fine of 10,000 rupiah, while the second violation results in a fine of 100,000 rupiah. A third offense will incur a fine of 300,000 rupiah, and any subsequent violations will be penalized with a fine of 500,000 rupiah. The MFDA also holds the authority to impose the maximum fine for a first-time offense if an individual or entity fails to comply with the regulations after receiving a formal notice. With the rules now in effect, the MFDA has the legal authority to enforce food advertising standards and ensure that misleading or unapproved advertisements are effectively addressed. Authorities recover over a kilogram of drugs hidden under the seat of a motorcycle parked on a road in Mali City as part of an ongoing counter-narcotics operation. According to the Maldives Police Service, the Counter-Narcotics Intelligence Unit, in collaboration with the Drug Enforcement Agency, conducted a targeted operation on the 19th of February 2025 following a tip-off about the concealed drugs. While no arrests have been made so far, police have towed the motorcycle and confirmed that an investigation is underway to identify those responsible. The Health Ministry announces that the Maldives National Mental Health Helpline 1677 has received 3,651 calls since its launch, with 53 cases referred for specialized treatment. The helpline, introduced by President Dr. Mohamed Moise on February 21, 2024 as part of his administration's pledges, provides round-the-clock psychological support and mental first aid for individuals experiencing distress. According to the Health Ministry, cases reported to the helpline are assessed and referred to relevant authorities as per established protocols. The Ministry said that efforts are underway to strengthen the service, enhance referral systems, and formulate a comprehensive national mental health policy. Additionally, training programs are being conducted for helpline agents to ensure support is provided by licensed professionals. The government has also pledged to expand mental health services nationwide, addressing concerns over the shortage of specialized personnel in the field. Maldian swimmers Miral Ain Latif and Aishat Ulya Shayak set new national records at international swimming competitions in the United Kingdoms and Australia, respectively. Competing at the Devon County Championships in the UK, Ain broke the national record of the women's long course 200-meter individual medley with a time of 2 minutes 45.93 seconds, surpassing Amna Tazkia Mirsad's previous mark of 2 minutes 49.55 seconds. She followed this up with another record-breaking performance at the Welsh Capital Open meet, setting a new national standard in the women's short course 400-meter individual medley at 5 minutes 49.59 seconds, significantly improving upon Aina Basharif's previous record of 6 minutes 26.56 seconds. Meanwhile, in Australia, Ulya excelled at the Swimming Western Australia Hancock Prospecting State Championships, breaking records in 2 events. She clocked 34.18 seconds in the women's long course 50-meter backstroke, beating Aishat Salson's previous record of 34.32 seconds, and improved her own record in the 50-meter freestyle to 28.64 seconds, down from her previous time of 29.29 seconds. Thank you for watching MM News. I'm Yusuf bin Muhammad, and have a great day.